Hey guys, today I just want to talk about screen time because somebody actually asked me how we deal with screen time and television at our home. I guess I must have mentioned that we either don't have a television or we don't watch television in another video, and somebody caught that and actually asked me a question in regards to that. So I thought I'd bring up that topic. So basically, we do have a television at home. We don't have a television in our living room. And just to start off, we are not a big television watching family. We do have a TV in our office. However, the TV is used as a computer monitor mostly. Once in a while, my husband and I will watch a movie, but it's usually at nighttime. And actually, what's really funny is when I met my husband, I used to watch a lot of TV. I would come home from work and I was tired, and like most people, you just want to relax and watch television. And I would watch a show called, I think it was called Reality, or oh God, what was it called? Housewives of Orange County is what it was called. And it would drive my husband a little bit insane because he hated the show. And so eventually he just was like, why don't we just not pay for cable? Why don't we just go for a little while without watching any television? And I thought, you're crazy. I can't do that. But I was too cheap to pay for it. So we turned it off for like a month. And surprisingly, I did not miss the TV and I completely forgot about it. And I figured out different ways to entertain myself. Basically, reading, gardening, DIYs. I love DIYs. Just a lot of different other things. I just basically stopped watching TV. And I never missed it anymore. So now with my daughter, who is almost 2.5, I've had different mixed feelings. Now, she didn't watch any TV from birth until probably about, I would say, maybe a month ago. I definitely see some benefits in screen time. I think a good movie or a good show can be very relaxing, and it can actually be educational sometimes for kids. However, I also believe that watching too much television can be very addicting. And I do really believe that television watching correlates to independent play, at least with my daughter. Now, what I mean by that is if my daughter watches too much TV, this is what I've noticed, she is less likely to play independently. And so that's one of the reasons we limit TV in our household. And what I mean by limit television, I would say she watches her show, about 30-minute show, maybe once every 2 weeks. I don't know, give or take. I don't have a calendar, where I track the times and days that she watches, but it's around that. Only because sometimes I'll ask her, would you like to watch your show? And she will say no because she's busy painting or whatever she's doing. I usually every Sunday I plan for the week. So I will have all kinds of projects for her, art projects, arts and crafts that we'll work on during the week. I take her to play dates. I take her to the park. I take her to the beach. We go for very long walks. I take her for hikes near my house. I just rather her be outdoors and playing and getting dirty and getting basically her hands dirty and just exploring than sitting in front of a screen. My daughter, I have sections of my home set up for her so that way she has always access to things to play with. So for example, she has a table where it's arts and crafts. She has another table where she could eat at. She just different things. I leave out paint, and I leave out her brushes, and I leave out paper. She has a whole section with coloring books and crayons. I leave out two little containers with kinetic sand, and she has access to that at all times. So she could just, play with the kinetic sand and the shape sorters and things. So I always have things for her to do. And like I told you guys, on Sundays, I feel like if you plan ahead, then you're less likely to have instances where your child would just get bored. Because, it's going to happen. Your kid's going to get bored at home and you're going to run out of things to do. You're not going to know what to do. You don't always want to sit there and just play for hours. I do play with my daughter, but sometimes I have things I have to do, obviously. And I can see the convenience of just wanting to have your child watch television because it gives you that moment to, make some dinner or whatever. But that's why I have sections of my home set up where she has access to things where she could just play, and she doesn't have to ask me. She just goes and she knows where the things are, and she just gets dirty and plays and gets paint all over the place, and that's okay. If it keeps her busy and it makes her have fun, that is what I like. Now, like I said, I definitely see some benefits to screen time to television. She has a show that she likes to watch, and the show is Daniel Tiger, which I'm sure you guys have heard of if you're a parent. And the show, I feel, has definitely taught her some things. Like they have a whole episode on taking turns with toys, and that was an episode that she really enjoyed. And after that, I noticed a big difference in when she goes to play dates and she's playing with her friends, and she would say, it's my turn, then it's your turn, or so on and so forth. And then there was another episode about trying new foods because you never know, you might like it. And she realized from that show that she definitely wanted to try new foods. And since then, it's been a little easier with getting her to try a new food, like a new vegetable or whatever. So there is some benefits. And I do, think that it can be very relaxing after a very long day where we're out and about. Sometimes, you just want to sit back and relax. And that's usually when I'll ask her, would you like to watch Daniel Tiger? And she'll say yes. Again, I didn't let her watch TV until she was probably about a month ago or so. I really feel that watching too much TV can disrupt my daughter's focus on independent play and learning, because I feel like they become addicted to TV. And I've seen it for myself. Just I'll go out and about, and there's kids that are always on a screen, like an iPad or whatever, and they just can't and you'll ask them a question, and they're just completely amazed by the screen, and they can't pay attention to anything you're saying. So I definitely don't want that for my daughter. So yes, we don't watch a lot of TV in this house. My husband and I hardly ever watch television. I don't remember any show that I've been watching at all. And my form of entertainment would be YouTube, actually. I do enjoy watching YouTube channels, mom channels, because I feel like I learn a lot from other moms. I get ideas on arts and crafts with your children from other moms, and just a day in the life of another mom. So I do have my own screen time, and that is my screen time. But I also feel like I'm an adult. It's different than obviously your child. Before I let her watch Daniel Tiger, I sat down and watched an episode myself, and I kind of skimmed through the rest of the episodes because I wanted to see what she was going to watch. I wanted to see and make sure that it was okay for her age. And sometimes I actually sit down and watch it with her, and we'll talk about what it is she's watching. And I'd rather have it that way than just her sit there and just watch the TV. Although, again, I definitely can see the benefit of just having them sit there and watch the show, because sometimes you have things to do. Look, we're human, we are busy people, and everybody's trying to do things. And it can be exhausting, especially when you're a stay-at-home mom. You have so many things you have to do, and sometimes you just want a 30-minute break. I know I do. But I think like what we do is, like I told you guys, we set up different zones where she could just go and just start playing. That has helped us a lot in not having to turn on the television all the time. Anyways, that was kind of a longer than I expected video, but if you guys have any suggestions, or just, again, let me know what you guys think about screen time. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so if you enjoy my videos. And if you have, thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.